Hey guys, today we're doing some vaccines for these goats. We've had these goats for a little while and not give them any vaccines. So we're going to try to give them their first dose of vaccine here on the farm. Stick around till the end, see what we learn and what we can improve on in the future. What's going on, guys? Big E coming back with you with another video. Today we're going to be vaccinating some of our goats. So if you ain't ever done this before, like me, I haven't ever done this before, we're going to test this out. We're going to see how it goes. So we went to our local Tractor Supply and got a CDAnd T vaccine. I'm not really sure what all this is, but everybody claims that you need to give this to your goats and also deworm them about the same time. Now, I didn't get any dewormer. So I got this CDAnd T and some 20 gauge needles. These needles are 1 inch long. So I'll show you what them look like. In the future, we're going to be able to take these old needles off and get us some new needles to put on these syringes. So today we're going to be trying to vaccinate these goats. We've got one sitting here, 2 of them sitting here. Billy is going to be the harder one to catch, and I don't know if I will catch him today or not. But this mama goat here is going to need her vaccine soon before she has these babies, to where it'll get in the babies' systems. So we're going to go ahead and try to put a little bit of feed out for her, and she'll probably come to it. So she's probably going to be the easier one to get. Penelope's probably going to be another easier one, and then this other female is probably not going to be that easy. Whenever you go to give these goats this vaccine, you want to grab a piece of the fat up by their leg. I'm going to turn this around, show you Billy around about where you would want to get him to put this vaccine in. So Billy walked away right after this. She's going to come over here, but you want to pinch the fat up right around this area on one side or the other and put the needle in that and give them the dosage. The dosage on this CDAnd T is, says on here to give them 2 milliliters. Now this is 2 milliliters for a baby goat or the adult goats. And it says repeated after 3 to 4 weeks and then annually. So we're going to give them 2 milliliters, and I'm not really sure about the 3 to 4 weeks, but we'll see about that in the future. But we're going to try to get her ready, and we're going to try to video this. Hopefully everything goes good, and we'll try to get the other ones. So you have to keep this on the ice or cool until being used. So I've had it in the refrigerator for a little bit. We're going to shake it up, make sure that it's good and shook before we get our needles out and get some of it out. So as you can see here, this is for veterinarians only. I'm not a veterinarian, but somehow I ended up with these. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through 12 milliliters. We're going to pull it up and just a little bit past that too. We're going to make sure all the air bubbles are out before giving it to these goats, because air bubbles can kill. So we're going to try to get this out and into the goat. So we've got our 2 milliliters out. We've got our air flicked up to the top and pushed out. So we're ready to give this to this goat. We're going to try to set this camera up to see if we can get this on camera. If not, that part will be missing. So we'll set this up here. Try to get her over here. I'll tell you what, she's gonna go first, so we're gonna take and hold these goats. let them get busy. And then we're gonna grab right in here, pinch up a piece of fat. She ain't really got none. Insert it just under the skin. She don't know that it's even in there. We're gonna rub that in. So that's Penelope out of the way. We was gonna get the other one. We're gonna get this cat back on this before we end up getting hurt. So these goats are gonna fight me. If I can get these other ones over here to get them. Got her grabbed. Here, eat some food. Quit, you're not helping. Easy. Come on, you're not getting no more. Go. So that's number 2. So I didn't get her on video, but I just got done doing hers. None of these even screamed, yelled, nothing. He's gonna be the hard one to catch. So we'll do that in the future. But we'll catch him in a few minutes. So what happened with that second one? I was trying to keep a hold of her without her getting away, because she's a little bit difficult to catch. Got feed or something. So in the process of me doing that, Penelope got a hold of her, or rammed her while we was trying to get that second shot. Like I said, we're gonna wash these out. We're gonna be able to take and detach these needles, and you can order needles for this use. We're gonna order more needles. So we got 3 out of 4 done. We're gonna try to catch Billy here one day and get his done. Everybody looks like they're doing fine. So let's get all this cleaned up and move on to the next bit. Here comes all the other ones. Like I said, I got these 3 done here, and there's Billy. I'm gonna see if I can try to catch him, and then he's watching me. If I can catch him, then I can get his done too. I missed it. Give them a few treats. And I'm gonna catch him before his day's over with. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to catch him right now. But anyways, for the first time, this is my first time ever having goats, really. I mean, I've had them before, but they didn't go so well. I didn't have a fence. Didn't really have the right setup for goats. I got at least a half an acre here with these goats eating grass and whatnot. So I'm going to try to keep goats around. So I'm trying to learn the ins and outs of goats to try figuring out what I need to do, what I don't need to do. Recently bought a salt block, mineral block for them to lick on here and there. Still trying to figure out about the dewormers, what to get, what not to get. I've seen a lot of people put dewormer in with their water. Still trying to learn all this stuff. But for the first time, I've done this CDAnd T vaccine, and they took it like a champ. I mean, nobody squalled, nobody moved much other than the second one there that got rammed and got scared and tried running away. But I tried to hang on to her. She kind of got choked up on some food, but she's doing fine now. We're gonna get this back in the refrigerator. This is our little holder for our CDAnd T. We're gonna get it back in the fridge. So one thing that we can improve on is build some kind of stall that separates each goat of some sort, to corral them in to allow the other ones not in there. Whether that's some kind of milking stand that we can get them on, because in the future we're going to attempt to milk these goats, maybe to see if we can try something with the milk. But in the future, we need to figure out some way to separate each goat to allow them to get their vaccine without being harmed, like the second one. So with them being separated, they wouldn't have to worry about the other goats getting a hold of them or ramming them like the second goat in the picture did. Her name is Mila. So Penelope is a food hog and tries to eat every bit of the food that is out here. So that's the reason why she done that. But she was first in line to get her vaccine. We was attempting to try to get the tan colored one, which we don't have really have a name for. But we was trying to get her first to get her out of the way where she has babies. We was going to try to get her out of the way first, but Penelope come in the way, so we just went ahead and got her out of the way. Then Mila come in second. And then we ended up with the tan colored one. So we went backwards. We was going to try to get the tan colored one first, Penelope, and then Mila, and then leave Billy for last, because he is kind of skittish and won't come near you really. So we're going to have to attempt to catch him, put him on a chain, and then give him his vaccine. Also, another thing that would have helped was to have another hand, whether it was just working the camera or holding the goat. Second hand probably would be better to have than to be doing it by yourself like I was. So in the future, maybe have a second person. But other than needing to separate them into different stalls, that's really the only thing. I mean, none of them squalled, hollered, or anything with the medicine. Once we stuck the medicine in, we kind of tried to rub the area in to get the medicine to rub in a little better, and I'd try to keep swelling or anything down in the future. But the first time was a success. Can't talk. First time was a success. We're going to try to mark this on our calendar, do this again next year. We're going to try to do it yearly to keep these goats on their vaccines, and then we've got to do some babies in the future. So stick around, you'll see that video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up on this video if it helped you, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.